Average Dude has something to say about...
Welcome back, everybody. Hey, woohoo, response video number 5. That's 2 in a row. And I couldn't pass this one up. This is the response video 5. This is dealing with the Young Turks video, customers called fat girls on restaurant receipt. I couldn't pass this one up. This was too good. I was actually considering doing a video on the actual news story itself, and then other things. But the Young Turks video on this was priceless, and you'll see why when I go over this. Okay, for those who aren't familiar, this story is dealing with a place called Chili D's. It's a sports lounge, and it's in Stockton, California, the location where this happened at. 3 women went to have a meal, a dinner, and on the receipt, hey, you'll love this. It says the server's name, which, by the way, whose name is Jeff. Remember that. And then fat girls. On the receipt. So needless to say, when they don't like this and they can't find Jeff because he's conveniently gone, surprise, surprise, the manager apparently looks at the receipt that they give, smirks, and, I'll give you 25% off. Wow. That's a great way to run your business, moron. Needless to say, this became a news story. We have not figured out that the internet exists. It all spells duh. Stuff like this is going to find its way on the internet and become a major story. Duh! Duh! Hey, no one looks good here. The owner, the manager, obviously not the employee, but you got to figure, I feel bad for older people, the older generations, because they had it figured out. Before they had to, not that long ago, or at least not for me, they had, cash registers, kind of like typewriters and things like that. But even before that, I remember with other establishments where they wrote everything by hand. They didn't resort to this. They didn't refer to people by stupid names like this. It's called table numbers. How long have we been serving people in restaurants, the food in restaurants? How long have we been doing this? How long? How many decades? And this is an issue now. After we have computerized everything and, point of sale, in other words, POS systems, and boy, POS is right. Because that's what it's done to us. It is. You would think with all the advantages of computerizing things, we've actually managed to make it worse. The older generations have to be just face-palming themselves over this. Okay? The owner looks bad because you don't allow your employees to just be able to put anything in that field. Have a drop-down menu, table 1, table 2, table 20, whatever. You do not allow them to put whatever because you don't give your employees the liberty to screw up and besmirch the name of your establishment. That's stupid. And the manager looks horrible. 25% off? You're an idiot. You're just asking to go bankrupt and be out of a job. That's how you handle it as a manager? I think somebody needs to go back to Managers Training 101. And the employee, Jeff, if you happen to be watching this, Jeff, after you're fired, because I'm sure that's what's going to happen with you, good luck finding another job, Jeff, because your name was on the receipt. And unless there happened to be another Jeff that worked at Chili D's, that shift, and in the same capacity as you, as a server rather than a cook in the back, you're screwed when it comes to explaining this one away in future job interviews. Numbnut. But the icing on the cake came with the Young Turks. Anna, 1 minute into this, quote, "I'm amazed that this became a news story." How does this become a news story? Because it's something that shouldn't have happened, Anna. 1 minute, 30 seconds into this, and you'll love this. Quote, "Stuff like this happens all the time." Hey, all the more reason to do the story, Anna. If this is something that should not be happening and it is widespread, all the more reason to do the news story. It makes it a bigger story. And then she complains. I'm insulted all the time. Anna, these 3 ladies are called customers. You know what that word means? They are not paid like you. They are paying. Oh. And then comes her cohort, John. Okay, thankfully it happens very infrequently, but every so often I go to a place and it's in other words, I'm not being a dick, because I have been in the, way back when I was a teenager, I served. I was in the food industry. I know what it's like to do those jobs. And I get it. I do truly believe that, pleases, thank yous. The older generations got this. My generation seems to be the last one that understood this. Pleases, thank yous, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. You do not refer to a table as fat girls. I mean, I get that you treat people the way that you would like to be treated, but that's every now and then there are servers that just suck so bad and you don't go back. And by the end of the year, it's gone. Doors are closed. Or in one case, new ownership, because that's what happens. The business fails. That is not how you run a business. You do not brass off your customers. That's so dumb. But okay, John, who was the other Turk, from this point forward made Anna look good. Woo! Wow, you'll love this, because he starts bragging about how he had all this experience in the food industry. Clearly, he didn't have any good experience in the food industry. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and you'll see why. You'll love this. This is why I couldn't resist doing a response. And they had to know this. They had to know that there was going to be a response to this nonsense. John starts bragging, I was a waiter for years, and I wouldn't have offered them 25%, and he says, quote, get over it. Wow. John Boy, because I'm just going to refer to you as John Boy from this point, do not ever start up a business of your own. You will not know what you're doing. You will fail immediately. You will fall on your ass. 3 minutes and 15 seconds into this, quote, as a waiter, you just have to accept that we do this. In other words, things that you're not supposed to do. And quote, I'm going to say the guy in the blue shirt, the girl with the cleavage. I'm not kidding about that. That's how he's saying that he's going to refer to the customers at the table. The girl with the cleavage? Oh, John. Quote, I understand that most people who have not waited tables do not understand this. Oh, John, your experience must have been next to none. Even a simpleton can figure out that you do not do this. Okay, quote, we need our coping mechanisms, and if that means calling people names from time to time, you're getting your burger, okay? Relax. Yeah. Yeah, drum roll on that one. John, you are an idiot. If you have a problem in the food industry, you do not let the customers know that you don't do that. Take your lunch break, go out elsewhere so that the customers do not hear you complain and vent and let off steam, or go into the back room, or better yet, the cooler, or better yet, the freezer, and then come out composed and then face your customers. John, I question your so-called experience in the food industry. You must have sucked major balls as a server. Wow. And you know what? Put your money where your mouth is, John Boy. And no, I don't mean going and actually, paying for dinners. No. Go ahead and quit your job with the Young Turks and put your money where your mouth is and start up a restaurant, and you run it this way. Go ahead and let your workers pull this nonsense, and then when all the customers get pissed, They can come to you and complain, and go ahead, go ahead. You're getting your burger. Relax. Oh, Johnny, you will be out of business in a matter of a few months. The doors will be closed. You will have been out so much money. You are a failure as a potential businessman. You have no business getting into business. I mean, pissing off your customers is an immensely foolish business strategy. I shouldn't have even had to say that. Hey, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Upsetting your customers does not work from a financial standpoint. It's not a good business practice. Oh, everybody take care.